Out more controversy playing out at the University of Pennsylvania, this time political cartoons calling campus culture into question. The university's interim president has criticized the images created by a lecturer, but he says it's part of his job. Action News reporter Caroline Goggin joining us live now in University City with the details on this one today. Hey, Caroline.
Hey, Brian, the interim president here at Penn calls these cartoons reprehensible. He says they depict anti-Semitic symbols, but the cartoonist, who happens to be a lecturer here at the university, says that his cartoons are meant to inspire an open debate, even if it's controversial. A cartoon controversy is brewing at Penn over political images focused on the Israel-Hamas war. They were created by Dwayne Booth, a lecturer at the Annenberg School of Communications who is also a cartoonist. He shared the cartoons on his personal website. Some are critical of how President Biden has handled the war. Others are critical of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. One cartoon shows three men drinking blood out of glasses that say Gaza with an Israeli and American flag behind them. Students call the cartoons concerning.
When you're making statements that pose a risk to other students or, could signal that you as an instructor could be potentially biased, I think that that's cause for concern.
Penn's interim president Larry Jamieson says the cartoons were not taught in the classroom and do not reflect the views of the University of Pennsylvania. He went on to say it is painful to see the suffering and tragic loss of life of non-combatants in Israel and Gaza be fodder for satire. Booth tells Action News that political artists have always had to grapple with the possibility that a misreading of their work could disrupt the intention. He also says hoping to inspire meaningful and open debate in consideration of who we are as human beings is what the job of an artist is. But some students believe that job conflicts with the role of educator.
At this point, it seems like more and more educators, agents of the university, don't respect the values of the university. So why exactly are they part of the university in the first place?
Now, this is just the latest incident we've reported on here on Penn's campus. A U.S. House committee is currently investigating alleged acts of anti-Semitism here at Penn. They held a hearing on that back in December when former president of Penn, Liz McGill, testified. She resigned after that testimony. We're live in University City. I'm Caroline Goggin, Channel 6 Action News. Brian.
Caroline, thank you.